Trey always seems to be the underdog in the situation. Let me just say this. What y'all seeing Brock Purdy do is what Trey would have been doing, except Trey would have been doing it on a higher level if he was coached correctly.
Right.
If Cal called the correct plays for him, and if he was developed correctly, right? Purdy already came with it because he played 4 years in college, right?
And 3 years in high school.
We've seen a lot of quarterbacks who didn't play a whole lot in college or didn't play a lot of pro-style football in college and come to the pros and have success, right? Yeah. So if Kyle would have handled Trey correctly, y'all would see what Purdy is doing, but on a higher level because Lance can add more to it. Right. I think as much as we give Cal a hard time, guys like me and you, Grant, he ain't stupid. He know 10 times out of 10, Trey is a better prospect than Brock Purdy. John Lynch knows that. It's going to be a quarterback. Purdy, the only reason it's going to be a quarterback competition next summer is because Purdy has earned that right through how he's played and carried himself being thrown into the fire. Yeah. So he's earned that right. But he's really going to have to bring it next summer in training camp. Because think about this right now. They're not playing against the 49ers defense, right? In training camp, you're going to be playing against the 49ers defense. So that's really going to allow you to see how good Brock Purdy is. That's really going to allow you to see how good Trey Lance is. Now, Trey is going to come to this on the downside because he ain't been playing football. He ain't been in practice reps. Brock playing football right now. So, honestly,
Brock's been starting 7 years in a row. That's why it's a tough competition for Trey.
And here go the thing about it. It's not even that. This is the funny thing about football. Sometimes it's not about who the best player is. Right. Because Trey probably the best player 10 times out of 10, but the situation hasn't worked in his favor.
It hasn't. Now, that being said, look, Brock could get the job next year. He could roll into the season with the job, go down week 6, Lance comes in, and then he takes it. He's going to get his opportunity. Nothing against Brock, but like it's football. It's the Niners. Their quarterbacks get hurt. Like even if Trey has to wait a little bit longer, his opportunity is going to come, and if he's ready, he won't give it away because there is a huge difference between him and Brock in terms of athletic ability.
And here's the thing about it, because I just see somebody in the chat saying, "Oh, well, Brock had 4 years of college experience. Imagine how much better he could be." Some people peak and they don't ever go beyond that. Yeah. I can tell you just by looking at Trey right now, he has so much more room to grow.
Yeah.
And Brock is probably what we get for him right now is probably the best football he can play. Like we'll never see him be able to put this team on his back if Kittle go down, CMC go down, IU go down. We'll never see Brock Purdy just carry this team with Jennings. You feel me? Like Trey, if Trey was developed correctly with his arm, his talent to run, like he could take this team to a whole nother level. But the reality situation is we might not ever get to see that. And that's sad, but that's football, man. Yeah. That's football. He could go somewhere else and he might be like a Geno Smith, didn't work out on his first team, bounced around the league a little bit, and then he ended up looking into a situation. A
good situation.
Into a good situation like Geno did. So my thing is
he's got a lot more talent than Geno too.
Yeah. My thing is just to the 49er fans, guys, don't get so invested in these players. Don't get so worked up over every little thing and make everything a tribe, like all that super tribalism. Brock Purdy don't give a damn about y'all. Trey don't give a damn about y'all. Jimmy don't give a damn about y'all. Just root for the guy. Whoever QB won that week, root for him. If he out the next week, look, we need to be prepared to root for another quarterback because Kyle done showed he can't keep his quarterbacks healthy. Why are we arguing about quarterbacks every week?
It's true.
It's stupid conversation in my opinion. But hey, Grant, thank you for having me on again, man. It's always a blast. Last thing I want to say is if we tally it up where you was right and where you was wrong this season, man, them wins looking a whole lot longer than where you was wrong. And people are not gonna give you your credit because you're not an ex-football guy. You don't always say stuff that people want to hear. You give us the truth. I like watching content where people give me the truth. Don't sit up here and say what is going to be popular, what the masses tell me the truth. And somebody said it in the chat. Everybody screaming, nobody likes Grant. Add up the super chats. Look how many people he got watching live first thing in the morning. Look at the subscriber base and how it's growing every week.
Yeah.
Either they love you or they love to hate you. Either way, you're successful, bro.
I'll take it. Yeah, man. I appreciate you, dude.
Happy holidays, man. Have a good one.
You too. Happy holidays.